Welcome to Bryan's Real and Quick Reviews, where I'm honest, I'm real, and I'm oh so quick. Join me as I dive into that latest forquel, Bridget Jones' Mad About a Boy. You know, the one where adult teen finally catches up to her. Bridget Jones is back, folks, and much like a late-night text from your ex, you're not entirely sure if you wanted this, but now that it's here, you can't quite look away. Bridget Jones' Mad About a Boy marks the fourth entry in a franchise that has spanned decades, 3 love triangles, and at least one very questionable attempt at singing all by myself. But instead of delivering another round of tipsy misadventures and diary confessions, this installment goes full Eat, Pray, Mourn, as our dear Bridget wades through grief, middle age, and because the universe has a great sense of humor, dating apps. So let's start with the obvious. Renée Zellweger is still effortlessly charming. If the franchise had to be revived again, at least they got one thing right that actually matters, Bridget herself. But this time around, however, she's not being tossed between Hugh Grant and Colin Firth like a British rom-com tennis ball. Instead, she's navigating widowhood, motherhood, and the attention of 2 new suitors. Rockster, played by Leah Woodall, a young heartthrob seemingly here to fulfill the franchise's token bad decision quota, and Mr. Walker, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, the age-appropriate brooding intellectual option who might as well come with a flashing sign that says, "Pick this one, Bridget." Oh, and in case you somehow missed the emotionally gut-punching marketing, Mark Darcy is dead. Which means that instead of starting on her usual note of, "Oops, I made a fool of myself again," this Bridget begins full-on widowed heroine mode, balancing single motherhood with the crushing weight of loss. It's an incredibly bold move for what was once a straight-up comedy franchise, and to the film's credit, it leans into the emotion with sincerity. But here's the issue. While it's undeniably heartfelt, it's also missing the chaotic, self-deprecating magic that made Bridget Jones a cultural touchstone. The humor, once razor-sharp, now feels like it's been run through the wash one too many times. Faded, stretched, and barely holding together. Yes, there are some genuinely funny moments. Bridget isn't completely humorless, thank God. But the film often mistakes sentimentality for depth. Instead of drunken voicemail disasters or ill-advised bunny costumes, we get wistful reflections and soft, focused longing. Now, staying on that nostalgia, the specter of the original trilogy looms over every scene. While the filmmakers are clearly aware they need to justify the sequel's existence, they don't quite succeed in making it feel essential. Sure, it's a pleasure to revisit Bridget's world, but much like finding your childhood diary and realizing, oh god, I was really this embarrassing, it's hard to shake the feeling that some things should be left, well, just in the past. And as for the new love interest, Woodall's Rockstar is so one-dimensional, he might as well have been copy and pasted from a dating app profile. Meanwhile, Ejiofor's Mr. Walker is magnetic, but the film doesn't give us enough time to properly invest in his dynamic with Bridget. There's just something missing, an absence of chemistry, or maybe just the fact that no one will ever fill the Darcy-shaped hole in this franchise's heart. And visually, well, the film retains its warm, cozy aesthetic, and director Michael Morris does a solid job of capturing Bridget's world in that familiar lived-in charm. The problem, however, lies in the script. Despite being penned by Bridget Jones's creator Helen Fielding, it never quite recaptures the effortless wit of its predecessors. Instead, it feels like a calculated attempt at mature storytelling, which unfortunately translates to less fun. Now, don't get me wrong, Bridget Jones' Mad About a Boy is perfectly watchable. It's just not the film that needed to exist. It's like running into an old friend and realizing they've changed so much you're not quite sure if you even like them anymore. If you're here for nostalgia, you'll probably find enough warm moments to make it worthwhile. But if you're hoping for the laugh-out-loud, wildly chaotic Bridget of old, well, let's just say you might be mad about a movie rather than mad about a boy. So, what is my final rating of this film? Well, I, Bryan, give it 3 out of 5 Bryans. Yes, that's right, 1, 2, 3 Bryans, because this Bridget is like a glass of lukewarm Chardonnay. Comforting, a little bittersweet, but not nearly as intoxicating as you hoped. Thank you for listening to my review on Bridget Jones' Mad About a Boy. I sincerely appreciate it. Please like, please share, please give us 5 stars, and let all your friends know about us. It would mean the world to me. And until next time, you will be you, I will be me, and we will be we. And who knows, maybe Bridget will be in Depends next time. Okay, toodaloo.